All right, so here we go. Full van tour. I've been in this van for 28 months. 2 of those months was December and January. I did stay in a hotel, but so for the most part, this is my 3rd summer in this van. It is a 2005 Dodge Grand Caravan SXT. Right now, I'm about to clock 190,000 miles on the odometer. I think it had about 145 when I got it in March of 2020. So I've had it over 2 years. Right kind of as the pandemic was hitting, and I got the tires. I need new tires, but I got those tires for $25 each at Walmart because they were closing them out because they weren't installing tires or doing anything in the automotive section. So they're a +1 size. They give a little bit of rub on the front, like when I'm full turning. What I have done recently, I put on, I don't know if you could see, probably can't see. Oh yeah, there it is. Monroe load adjusting shocks, and that has made this ride a whole lot better, like 100 times better. But I got the grill and the trash bin on the back. So looking from the outside, this is just going to be around the outside, and then I'll go inside and do a tour. What up, Toke? So I have a solar system. I have 2 100-watt panels. They are Renogy brand. This is the Wilderness Rack from Garvin Industries. It did come with a high lift jack carrier on the side, and then on the other side it has a mount for an axe and shovel. I took off the sports rack topper, the cargo topper. It's currently on the 4Runner. I installed this bracket system that allows this solar panel to, kick up, and then that lifts up, and you could just put the screw back in and it'll hold it fine. So that is that. Just set that there for now. All right, that is the solar system, the rack. These are 60-inch Yakima bars, Yakima wind deflector. Let's go ahead and go into the cab here. Excuse me, Mr. Toke. What up, buddy boy? What's up, Bubbas? All right, so here is the cab. Got the seat heater. Excuse me, Bubba. All right, so here is the curtain system. Yeah, it's just kind of a partition. I normally do not have the one on behind me, just the one there behind Toke. But go ahead and get in here. Got a couple little hooks here that you could put keys, mace, flashlight. At Toke's bed. Beneath Toke's bed is emergency use. So that's where Toke's little bed is when he's not riding, right there looking out the window. We got the outdoor blanket, and then just some things that I need to take inside to other places or whatever. Some food, a little tray. I have the windshield. I don't know what that is. Down here, I have my spotlight, which I use all the time. Comes in handy. Love it. Sanitizer, some tissue. This is the plug for the heater. And then this is the plug for the 12-volt fan. So yeah, it goes in there. This one is just when the ignition comes on, it works. But this one works all the time. And my seat heater is on right now, so I'm just going to go and unplug that so it doesn't drain my battery. So in lieu of the bodega fridge and freezer, I have this ice chest, the Lifetime from Walmart, and I have this drain on here that this goes down into, and it empties out into one of the holes that the front seat used. So just whenever I need to drain water, just open it up. You could feel that cold water. Oh, it's starting to, it's leaking a little. Oh, there it is. I'll tighten it up. I just put it on recently, like yesterday. So, okay, so open it. Feel all that cold water draining out and ready for more ice. So that's the system right now that I'm using for the van. And I should mention that this is a stow and go model, but all of the seats have been taken out except for, of course, the driver's seat and that rear passenger seat. So I'm going to go ahead and open up all the doors and we'll get a tour of that, of the rest of the van. All right, but real quick, I wanted to show you these curtains that I made. All this is the Reflectix, and it's got this black material I got from the craft section of Walmart. All right, so here we go. The window is cracked, and here's what I do for privacy: block the sun at night, go to sleep, put it in there. You're rolling the window, roll that window up, and that's how that fits in, like that. Okay. I guess I'll start around back. Let's go around back. All right. So I sleep with my head toward the back. Currently, I just have a couple of foam pads. So let me move the pillows. All right. Well, I guess just take a look. That is Toke's table, and that's where he eats and drinks. The table goes up. I'll show you later. Got my clothes, got some cooking stuff, a 2,000 watt inverter, cooking stove, more cooking stuff, pots and pans, propane. Up here we have the paper towel holder on this rack that I built. Also carbon monoxide detector. Over here just have a little piece of wood just to kind of use as a little table. So as you can see, this rack is pretty simple. It's, I don't know what they call those, 1x2s. And some, I don't know the size of that wood, but this is pretty much 2 pieces that go across, and then 3 pieces on one side, 4 pieces on the other, some hooks, some hangers. That's where I keep my clothes. And then also this is the curtain for the back window, which I did add a draw tight receiver hitch, and also the wires for the 4 flat wires for the receiver hitch I added. Okay, so let's get back to the van here. That usually just throw up there. This is amazing. The back buddy. Sleeping bag out of the way. And show you right now, I'm just sleeping on 2 foam pads and plywood. Underneath here, like I said, I took out all of the seats. So here is all of pretty much the tools that I like to carry. A floor jack, jack stands. I haven't had a flat tire on this van, knock on wood, but I'm prepared if it happens. So I keep my tools there on that side, and then over on this side got the 2000 watt inverter, which I got from Harbor Freight. I have a cutoff switch, so when I'm running the generator, it cuts off to the solar panels so that the generator just isolates to the batteries. This is my piece of wood that goes for the AC, the window AC that should not be in here. So that is okay. So I have the Jupiter, I think it's a 2000 watt, and you have to forgive me because I've had a lot of this stuff for a while, and so I forget what it costs or maybe exactly what it is. So you lift that up, and I have 2 Duracell deep cycle batteries. So normally this van would seat 7, 4 captain's chairs and 3 in the back here. All right. So we'll come around. I guess let's come around this other side. All right, over here I keep fresh drinking water, more drinking water, and then this Arrowhead distilled water I got because I need to do maintenance on those batteries. So the batteries back there, I got to take the caps off, top them off with distilled water. And down in town it is so hot and they're not charging really correctly. I have number 1, and then this little tote I have the glass cleaner with tons of microfiber rags because I clean the solar panels every morning. Especially being out in the desert, they get really dusty. Febreze, of course, extra oil for the generator, oil for the van, just some extra rags, rubbing alcohol. This is amazing, and I know the van needs a real good, thorough deep cleaning, but it is what it is. And then I have this little back of the deal here. There's the 12-volt fan. This is just kind of a catch-all, some bungee cords, a mirror, little fanny pack. I'm not sure all these chains right here. So I close this. So when I'm in, well, anywhere really, if I get a good breeze, good cross breeze, cracking both of these doors, but it's really not secure. So I just have these simple chains. Let's see if I could balance it. That is chain and carabiner goes on there, just like so. So I could get a draft, do both sides. I got chains for both sides. I could get a good draft, and also nobody from the outside can open it. And if they reach their hand in there, then they'll take time to get it, or I could put it tight, nobody could reach their hand in, but put the carabiner up there, and that's kind of my locks that I use for my sides, for my side doors, especially if I'm in town, like staying around town somewhere. Thing about the stow and go seating, you take those out and you have more storage than you know what to do with. So in here I have the front window, the outside front windshield cover, the rear window cover. You know, those are the ones that go on the outside. Base layers for, you know, kind of just cold weather. I have two different base layers, a really cold and just regular. Rain jacket, antifreeze, and just a couple other tools. To the other side, and so I keep my trash can, a couple of dirty dishes. Right here. So this is the table, Toke's table, folds up. Put this bungee cord on here to keep it from flapping around. Gosh dang it. Let's see if I can. Just like that. So we got pots and pans, butane. This is the My King Wi-Fi Max. This is a Wi-Fi extender that I use if I'm parked like at Planet Fitness or at Lowe's or Walmart or whatever. This pulls, I could park anywhere pretty much and pull in the free Wi-Fi and then tap into my own network from here. Also works amazing in hotels. If you're really far from, you know, the Wi-Fi pulls in, you get a stronger signal. So I love this thing. It comes in really handy. Massage gun is a must. Use that every morning, every night. Got the battery pack, the little jump starter in case my van battery dies. Got the battery charger for the vacuum and the tools, an extra battery. That goes with the My King Wi-Fi. Rechargeable batteries for flashlights, headset flashlight, and then there is the battery charger that I just plug in when I'm running the generator, charge up the batteries, or if I just want to see where my battery level is at, I can just plug this into the inverter and check to see where the wattage is on my batteries. All right, but that is the seat where I usually just hang out. This I fold up and just tuck up into the rack system and get you another look at the rack system. I do have strip lighting, LED strip lighting that goes all the way around. It's on the other side, so when I'm in the van, it's lit up. I got plenty of light. There's the controller for the lighting. It's starting to rain here, but let me show you in this one. Again, there's the safety chain. Over here on this side, ciao, Bubba. In this side, what do I got in here? So I got a fly fishing rod, dirty clothes, Mr. Buddy heater, pretty much stuff like for when I'm up in the mountains. Fly fishing rod, another set of shoes. Those are waterproof. Fly fishing gear, dirty clothes, laundry bag, and that's about it. Okay, so I wanted to just one last thing show the inside, like completely from when I go to sleep. So here it is. These tostada shells aren't normally there, but you have a little table. Here's the remote for the LED lighting. actually in town right now, so there's some traffic. But I wanted to just show the inside. And then one other thing that I didn't show is this little bag clipped on. I got hand soap, Dawn dish soap, and a scrubber. And so that's how I just do some dishes real quick out that door. Usually I usually have a 5-gallon jug of tap water, and then the 3-gallon, that one is drinking water, which is reverse osmosis water that I get from this place in town. It's really good water. See, there's one of those foam boards that's had a lot of wear, but there's those. And again, these guys just pop on. Look out. And this is, again, just foam, and it's got some Reflectix on, black fabric. It's just cut to go right in that window. Man, I could feel the heat coming in right away. Keeps it cooler, keeps it blacked out, keeps it warm in here. And then also I wanted to show the rack. So I got LED lighting that goes all the way around. Okay, showed on the outside right there, and on this side. The carbon monoxide detector that I use when I run my little buddy heater in the winter, or just to get warm real quick. And also when I run the generator, that is a must-have. But the little buddy, those shut off automatically, and they do a good job actually of doing that. And then this is the table, Toke's table. And also I'll set the tablet here. But you can see this rack. I have jeans, shorts, pretty much just clothes up there. Pretty much just clothes on both sides. I have an umbrella. It's chilling back on that side. So yeah, I love this rack. It's awesome. It gives so much extra room. There's a flashlight. Also, I could lift myself up on both of these sides just right here. Definitely don't want to pull on these, but right here it helps me maneuver to the front and back or whatnot. So, and I got little hangers I could hang stuff. And then the inverter is on right now. I usually just have one cord. So when I go out and I'm going to run the generator, I will turn off the inverter. I will unplug this orange cord and run it straight out the door to the generator. And everything is plugged into that orange cord. I have, you know, extensions and whatnot, but it makes it easy. Just one cord from generator to inverter, inverter to generator. So setup is pretty easy. Again, I got the curtains. And one side and the other. And I usually put my bags right there on the driver's seat that were normally on the bed, you know, when I go to bed. So this is what it looks like when I'm in for the night, going to bed. I just wanted to give you an extra look at the rack there. Toke thinks it's bedtime.